Two products sit in every American grocery store. One is a red and white spray can. The other is a round plastic tub in the freezer section. You have probably used both on the same pie. You call both whipped cream. But here is something that might surprise you. The tub, Cool Whip, lists water as its first ingredient. Cream appears after contains less than 2% of. The label does not say whipped cream. It says whipped topping. The can, Ready Whip, is actual cream, pressurized with laughing gas. Same shelf. You call both whipped cream. One is cream plus gas. The other is water plus oil plus air. Completely different processes. 1931. Charles Getz was a chemistry grad student at the University of Illinois who spent his summers scooping ice cream. He noticed something odd. Milk foamed under pressurized carbon dioxide. One problem: CO2 made it taste bitter. Getz tested gas after gas. One worked: nitrous oxide. It mixed into cream without changing the taste. His advisor's brothers sold it as instant whip, in heavy steel containers for restaurants only. Getz never pursued the business. Spent his career at Iowa State. Then something else happened. A clothing salesman from St. Louis named Bunny Lapin saw a different future. World War II. Cream rationing. Lapin sold a powdered substitute, but he wanted a disposable can. 1947. He called every major can manufacturer. All said impossible. Then he found Crown Cork and Seal's Sprattainer. By 1948, Lapin and Aaron Bloch had built the tilt-to-open valve. Ready Whip went door to door. St. Louis milkmen carried it. By 1951, $7 million a year. Lapin was 37, but he believed anything could go in a can. Ketchup, mayonnaise, shampoo. All failed. Only cream worked. 2 decades later, a lab chemist at General Foods would build something that did not need a can at all. Here is the thing nobody tells you. Ready Whip starts at a Conagra plant in Indianapolis. Tanker trucks deliver grade A cream, at least 30% fat. It is pasteurized at 80 degrees Celsius, then blended with sugar, corn syrup, non-fat milk, carrageenan from red seaweed, 2 binding agents, and vanilla. 6 ingredients plus propellant. On the filling line, cream fills each can 1/3 full. A filling head locks on and injects nitrous oxide at 100 to 120 psi. Pressure settles to 60. A valve snaps on. A serrated nozzle shapes the spiral. Press it, and 60 psi drops to normal air pressure. Gas rushes out as tiny bubbles. The cream puffs up 400 to 600%. One 7-ounce can makes 3 cups. The gas matters. Nitrous oxide disappears into cream without taste. Carbon dioxide leaves a bitter, acidic bite, the same fizz you taste in soda. Getz fixed it by switching gases. Nitrous oxide also slows spoilage. Cool Whip is made at a Kraft Heinz plant in Chicago. Launched in 1966. No cream being poured. The line starts with water, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, and hardened coconut and palm kernel oil melted in a heated tank. That oil has been pumped full of hydrogen. The fat turns solid. Same process as margarine. Then come 5 stabilizers to keep water and oil from separating. After that, skim milk. A trace of light cream. Under 2%. When Cool Whip first launched, it had 0 dairy. The mix runs through a pasteurizer at 165 degrees Fahrenheit, then a 2-stage homogenizer, 8,000 psi per square inch first stage, 500 second. Carrot color shifts the blend from bluish white to warm off-white. Cool Whip is dyed to look like cream. The blend cools at 40 degrees for 60 minutes. It thickens, firms up, and holds its shape. Then a mechanical mixer pumps ordinary air into the blend, whips it through cooled, scraped surface heat exchangers, and pushes it through 40 feet of insulated piping. Volume triples. Tubs roll into a flash freezer at negative 17.8 degrees. Shelf life: 540 days. One is cream plus gas. The other is water plus oil plus air. Same aisle. Pull up the labels. Ready Whip lists cream first. Cool Whip lists water first. Cream appears after contains less than 2% of. Below the hardened oil, below the corn syrup, below the high fructose corn syrup. Polysorbate 60 holds Cool Whip together. That same ingredient shows up in skin moisturizers and industrial textile lubricants. Leave Cool Whip on the counter overnight. It does not melt, it does not mold, it hardens, rigid, plastic-like. Ready Whip deflates into liquid. Minutes. Gone. One behaves like food, the other behaves like engineering. Cool Whip costs 50% more per ounce. More than real heavy cream, less cream, higher price. Yet Cool Whip outsells Ready Whip. Number 1 whipped topping in America. Ready Whip is number 2. Here is where the story flips. You are thinking Cool Whip is bad. Ready Whip is good. Neither is that simple. Cool Whip holds shape for hours. Ready Whip collapses in minutes. Cool Whip survives 18 months frozen. It works in Watergate salad, no-bake cheesecakes, and fruit dip without separating. And Ready Whip has a different complication: the nitrous oxide inside the can. Same gas that has become popular for recreational use outside of food entirely. Several states now restrict how it is sold. Not a ban, a restriction. The gas that gives you the spiral on your cocoa is getting caught up in a conversation that has nothing to do with cream. Next time you pick up Cool Whip, read the label. It says whipped topping, not whipped cream. That is not branding. It is an FDA requirement. If it does not meet the legal definition of cream, the word cannot go on the package. Now try this. Neither product is the villain. One is real cream that collapses the moment you walk away from the table. The other is built to sit in a recipe for 3 days without flinching. The choice depends on what you need. A fresh spiral on hot cocoa tonight, or a stable layer inside a no-bake pie tomorrow. One thing worth knowing: if you want whipped cream that holds up without a freezer and without hardened oil, whip it yourself. A hand whisk builds a structure that can never will. 2 minutes, lasts an hour. Cream, a bowl, your arm. Americans call both products whipped cream. Only one is. The confusion happened because convenience rewrites language. Cool Whip sat next to Ready Whip. Long enough. People stopped checking. The label always said topping. We just stopped reading. The red and white can in your fridge. The round tub in your freezer. One is cream and laughing gas. The other is water and oil and air. Now you know what is inside both. That is the process. We reveal how things actually work, one story at a time. If there is something you would like us to explore next, let us know. Until then, trust the process.